So I am not one to make videos about social issues, you guys know that, and in my opinion, if you're waiting for life to be fair, then you have a long road ahead of you. It's just never going to work out like that, so you might as well just accept it and move on. And I'm definitely not trying to white knight one group or be politically correct by any means. But I do feel like, especially within the fitness industry, we are obsessed with breasts. And I know that that sounds funny to say out loud, but it's something that I've noticed lately, and I guess it's something that has been programmed within us, you know, since a young age, maybe like 13, 14 years old. And then, like I said, it gets even worse when you start looking just within the fitness industry. And then when you start looking within a subgroup of that, we have people that care about, oh, well, is it natural breast versus non-natural breast? And the argument just goes on, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, seriously, does it really matter that much? And they're like, well, if they're not natural, you know, they can be a lot bigger. And it's like these rookies, they don't understand that sometimes size is not everything when it comes to breast. So it's just, I guess, a little bit, I feel like some groups are getting excluded because of this. I mean, we still have legs, and even my favorite, which would be thighs, especially really juicy thighs. It's hard to find sometimes, but juicy chicken thighs can have some of the best macros out of anything at the grocery store, out of any meat that is. And I know they get a bad rap because everyone thinks they're so much more fatty than breasts, but it's not always the case. So if you take chicken thighs from Meijer, you can find them with only 4.5 grams of fat per serving. And if you know chicken breast, that's 2.5 grams, so only 2 grams more, and they taste so much better. Now, I guess the other side of the argument is they can range up to 20 grams of fat per serving, which obviously you probably don't want that much fat. You might as well stick with your old breast. So I think at Kroger, the least I can find is 10 grams, but if you guys can find thighs with only 4.5 grams of fat, I guarantee you it will be worth those extra 2 grams. They just taste so much better. So that's really all I wanted to say on this. I'm going to cook up some more stuff here, but let me get a few more things situated and I will be back with you guys. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I do take a lot of pride in making these videos as cheesy as humanly possible.
You'll win somehow, so give up on the battle, baby. It's hard.
Well, now that we got that out of the way with, I'm also going to try to use up the rest of this fat-free mayonnaise. This stuff is just, it's gotta go. So what I'm going to do is make up some coleslaw. And this gets a bad rap too for being extremely unhealthy, but you can make it pretty macro-friendly. So we're just going to use some of this mayonnaise. We're also going to throw in some vinegar and some barbecue sauce, and that's really about all you got to do. It tastes pretty good. I might actually throw it on this chicken sandwich as well. And then I got some sweet potatoes in the oven, and here's how you cook sweet potatoes. In case you're having any problems doing so, you just put them directly on the rack at 425 for about an hour. Make sure to put a tray underneath with aluminum foil because they will drip a little bit and make a mess in your oven, and you'll be good to go. So it's no secret that sweet potatoes and a little bit of cinnamon are amazing on their own, but we're just gonna add a few things here just to take it to the next level.
Get up on my level, 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 get up on my level. Got a lot of lovers and I got a lot of haters. If you ain't talking money, I have to see you later. Hold up, where you at? I'm on a new level. Where you at? I'm on a new level.
So we've got the main event over here, 5 servings of green beans, looking pretty great. And I guess over here, we have got a few other things. We got this coleslaw, and I tried a little bit. I would highly recommend you guys make it like this. It's pretty good, and I don't really even like coleslaw that much, but we got rid of that mayonnaise, so you won't be seeing that for a very long time. And one of my favorite foods in the entire world. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite candy bar, 1 in general, and 2 to add to sweet potatoes if you're crazy enough to do this. I'm sure this is not a regular thing, but in my opinion, the 3 Musketeers is the best thing to add to both sweet potatoes and oatmeal. And then we have got this beauty over here. So I'm gonna shut up. It's time to eat. I feel bad for the people that have been subscribed for a while because I know this is repetitive, but every time I make this protein brownie and don't show you guys how I make it, I get a ton of comments about it. So I figured I'd just show it to you, and you can use any amount of servings for these ingredients that you like. The only thing I'll tell you is if you don't use the Elite XT, you will probably dry it out. Every other protein powder that I've used has dried it out, and I don't know what it is about this Elite XT, but it's good stuff. So I'm just gonna throw that in the microwave for 1.5 minutes and you'll be finished.
I got a lot of lovers and I got a lot of haters. If you ain't talking money, I have to see you later.
Well, you can tell how the ice cream kind of just melted right off there, which is fine with me. It's still gonna be delicious. One thing that I never get tired of eating is this brownie. I got a few Oreos over here and a chocolate Rice Krispie treat. Never had one, but I figured it can't be that bad given a regular Rice Krispie treat is pretty good. And that's gonna end off the night. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Please like the video if you did enjoy it. It's a little thumbs up button. Helps me out a lot. I really appreciate that. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch. It always means a lot to me. I'll talk to you guys next time.